Well, hello everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year. I hope that you are all doing well. Today I have an exciting update to this single piano edition that I am creating of the Rach 3. Today I am focusing on the Ossia Cadenza, which is one of the more requested sections that I've been asked about quite a bit in the past. Obviously, being a cadenza, this is the part where the piano breaks away from the orchestra and plays a solo, so I'm not changing any of the notes, but what I am doing is I am showing a lot of my editorial suggestions, fingerings, hand redistributions, just the way that I approach it, as well as kind of making it hopefully a little bit easier to read. One of the challenges in going through this piece and learning it is that the way the Ossia Cadenza is written, it's written in very small notes, so it is a little bit hard to read, especially when you get to places like this with these chords. For those who don't know, Rachmaninoff wrote 2 different cadenzas for this piece. You can choose which one you want to play. I just prefer the Ossia Cadenza. The regular one is written below, and you can see that this is written in a regular font size. So I'm hoping that with this format that I'm creating on MuseScore, it'll make everyone's life a little bit easier if you're trying to learn this cadenza. That way you're not having to write in these extremely small margins and read these very tiny notes. One of the main editorial changes I've made are hand redistributions. So you can see here that I choose personally to play this with the right hand. So here, right at the beginning, I choose to do this. And the reason is that going into this rather loud entrance, forte to fortissimo, I just feel that I can get more strength using these fingers. You've got a thick chord here and here, rather than playing it with my pinky, which is weaker. I'm able to get more of a vertical hand position this way. And each subsequent time that this happens, I want to accentuate these changes. So you've got this first statement, a few measures later, and then a few measures after that, you have this. Also, I suggest using the sostenuto pedal for these notes because the sostenuto will grab the bass, but it will not grab the other chords. So the problem is if you use a damper pedal to do this, you'll get this. And you're getting the blend of this B flat minor and the F major, which sounds like this. The sostenuto pedal, you'll get that bass note to ring through, and it's a great tool. Same with over here, you got the sostenuto pedal. And also, along with playing that sostenuto pedal, you're able to make changes in the damper pedal over time as well. So now you only have the F chord. And as that line goes, I'm changing the damper pedal to accentuate and not be too blurry. Now, a pedaling suggestion that I have for this section, I would suggest holding the pedal because this is building a lot of tension. And then you can drop the pedal at this high C sharp because this begins the chromatic descent. All right, so when we get to the allegro molto with all these huge chords, I am trying as much as possible to stick to the traditional fingering for certain chords. So when I have this shape, it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, standard arpeggio shapes. There are moments when that doesn't work because of the context. So I try to write in all of these. And also as much as possible to keep a legato line using the 4 on the black keys in an octave shape is going to help, rather than all fives. So you're able to get a little bit more of connection from 4 to 5 rather than 5 to 5. Now here, I just find it comfortable to use a lot of my thumb in tracking with the left hand. The left hand octaves are going to be doing thumb, and so the right hand I'm able to unify the hands together, at least in my mind, rather than... Also, it's going to, have a different sound. I want the same motion, the same connection between the notes here. And then, besides, after this, you're joining in more of an octave format. So this thumb is sort of preparatory for the upcoming thumb as part of the right hand chord. Now I do quite a bit of hand redistribution when you hit this big D major chord. I just could never find it quite comfortable. So many changes in the hand. The way that I've chosen to try to approach this is, for instance here, rather than what's written as 5-3-1, 4-2-1, 5-3-2, I keep one hand position. The more hand positions you do, the more you're going to have to change, the harder it is, the less connected it will be, so I try to minimize that. And you can see that in the left hand it's a similar idea. So 3 chords, 1 hand position, rather than 3 chords, 3 positions. Similar thing. Also here, same sort of logic. I'm able to keep a singular hand position and minimal change rather than this. When we get to this accelerando, as much as possible, connecting the upper lines again with using your 5 and 4 alternating. Here I throw in a 3 because it's more of a closed chord. I find it more comfortable than doing this. Similar idea as the low A. I'm trying to kind of brace for this D to get a big sound out of it. On these octaves, this particular one, again, I just found it faster since I'm already here to switch to right hand. And at these arpeggios, the veloce, exiting the cadenza, the original is written in the right hand, although I find it easier to play this with the left hand because it's leading into exactly where I want to be in the subsequent position. And also, if I play it with the right hand, I'm just going to have to go back in this direction. So it makes more sense to play left, and I'm already here with the right hand. Also, in this next measure, if you take the A, the first A of the right hand, put it in the left hand, and then play this as an octave, it eliminates the need to do this. See, I just messed up right there. There's I think less of a chance of messing up if you're sticking to an octave position. And only on the last one do I take with the right hand, because we're moving back down, and it will get me to where I need to go. Now, as a Christmas present to everyone, I am leaving a link of this PDF in the description in case you want this particular edition of the Ossia Cadenza. And for anyone who wants to support my creation of this entire arrangement, you can check out my Patreon, also linked below. I am getting my way all the way through the first movement, so I hope to have that done very soon, and it's all thanks to those patrons who are supporting this effort for me. Also, check out my podcast. I've released a few episodes recently, and I'm going to release one about Rachmaninoff's article that he wrote for Etude magazine. He actually wrote an article, for those of you who are not aware, about the fundamentals of piano playing, where he writes 10 important things that each concert pianist should know. And as always, let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thank you so much for sticking with me, you guys. I love you all, and I will see you on the next video.